Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about signs of narcissistic husbands. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. Now let's get going. Sign number one, these narcissistic husbands don't hesitate in cheating on their wives. Yes, they engage into sex with others outside of marriage, and they are not loyal to their wife. And when they are caught, when these narcissistic husbands are caught and confronted that why did you cheat on me, they are going to say, well, you were not good enough. It's become so mundane and boring. I don't enjoy sex with you. That's why I went ahead with someone else. That's why I'm dating someone else. And in some cases, they even marry. And that is how things are with these narcissists. They feel very entitled, and their needs are the most important needs, which needs to be met immediately. Yeah, and that's how it is. What the wife feels, what the wife wants, whether at all she is in the mood or not, nothing really matters. He is the center of the universe and he will do what he wants to do. And wife has to put up with it and bear it. Sign number two, the husband controls the appearance of the wives. So the wife might be on the healthier side, which is absolutely okay and normal. We all are different and we all are unique in our own ways. But these narcissistic husbands would say, hey, I went to the party and somebody commented that your wife is not that good looking, so please do something for your skin, do something for your body, do something. Yeah, and try and understand, we both have to look presentable together. So imagine, how would a wife feel? She would feel devastated, she would feel destroyed, she would feel miserable. Yeah, because marriage, these kind of relationships are based on love. Yeah, based on equality, equal reciprocity. And when there is this gaslighting, minimization, devaluation, and someone who is constantly belittling you, how would the partner feel? Miserable, shattered, and destroyed. So that is how things are. When you are married to a narcissist, he'll go on comparing you with his friend's wife. Look at his wife, have you ever seen? Look at her dressing style. Why don't you try all those? Well, you need to have a body for all those dress. Why don't you do something? Why don't you eat less? Why don't you do something for your skin color? It's too dark, it's too light, it's too wheatish, there are too many scars. Oh, it's horrible and it's quite suffocating for the wives. The next sign of a narcissistic husband is that these narcissistic husbands are not, present or available for the emotional needs of their wife. How the wife feels, what she's going through, that's of no concern. All what these narcissistic husbands are concerned about, how they feel, what they want. That is the priority, and that needs to be met and done then and there whenever the urge arises. What the wife feels, what she is going through, there is no healthy conversation, and they really don't care. These narcissist folks, they really don't care the ways how you are suffering with them. They are least concerned and interested. If sometimes you try and talk about it, they might invalidate it and minimize it. Or you're overacting, you're thinking way too much. That's not the way how it is. Well, my mom never used to think that way. Well, my friend's wife don't think it that way. I think there's some problem with you. Maybe that's why you're thinking like that. You're overthinking. There's something wrong with you. That is how these narcissistic husbands treat their wife. They are not available emotionally, and if the wife tries to talk about things, she is made to second guess and doubt her own self. Why am I doing like this? Yeah, the wife begins to question. With all that constant gaslighting, the wife begins to question, am I really wrong? Am I good enough? But that is how it is. These narcissists, go to any limit to make you feel miserable and to keep controlling you. The next sign is that these narcissistic husbands would encourage the children also to disrespect and mock the wife, the children's mother. And these narcissists think that they are alone, and if they have a children as it is, it's an extension of them. So these children have to think the way how the father thinks, I mean the narcissistic husband thinks, and it's absolutely okay for them also to ridicule the mom, the wife, and that's it. So these narcissistic husbands encourage and further spoil their children and insinuate them to take a dig or maybe ridicule and mock their own mother. And this is what makes the narcissistic husband feel superior, that see, you were trying to do this, you were trying to do that, you were trying to put up with this, now see what I have, up my sleeves. I can control the kids. I'm the one who can give money and buy anyone. I can get them anything, and I can get them to do anything with you. Yeah, so you better know your place, you better know your limitations. So it's really sad, it's very suffocating. And this much of contempt that these narcissists have for anyone around them, it's a kind of a soul killer. It really destroys and kills your soul. The next sign of a narcissistic husband is that he only engages into things what he likes and prefers. So you might want to go for a movie, but if he doesn't like the movie, he won't go, and he won't let you also go. That is how things are. If you want to go shopping, and if you want to spend some time in a mall or go to an exhibition, if he doesn't want, he won't go, and he won't let you go. He might say, well, if you want to go, you can go ahead, I'm not going to go. And as it is, if you're dependent on him in all ways, so you are going to stop. You're not going to go. You're going to feel as if you're doing some mistake, in doing things which he doesn't approve of. And that is how these narcissists control. They are big time into financial abuse, and they don't hesitate in controlling, manipulating their wives, controlling and manipulating their parents, controlling and manipulating their kids. They are pathological manipulators, these narcissists. So coming back to the sign, these narcissists will only engage and do things what they like and want. What you like and want, they won't. And they don't care, because it's all about them. They are the center of universe. You have to do what they want you to do. You're not supposed to do what you want to do. That's how it is. So the next sign of a narcissistic husband is that they are extremely jealous of other men. Yes, they see other men as a competition. Their insecurity kicks in, and they'll start with manipulation and gaslighting, and they don't want the wife to be connected and in communication with the father, brother, her friends, her colleague. No, all of the men are bad. Only this narcissistic husband is the saint and the good one, the God. And she should only be devoted and dedicated to this narcissistic husband. So he would go on, speaking ill, comparing. And these narcissistic husbands might say that, what kind of a life did your father give? Look at the kind of life that I have given you. That's how it is. They don't hesitate in comparing and putting you in a position where you have to choose. They don't hesitate in doing that. So that is what these narcissistic husbands do. They put you in a position where you have to choose other men over them. I know it's really sad, horrible, and painful, but that's how these narcissists are. They're absolutely twisted, zero empathy, and they just really don't care. I don't know if they even have any emotion at all. They appear to be very numb, insensitive, and they just don't care. That is how they are. They want what they want. They want you to understand how they feel, yeah, and what they want. But they are just least interested and bothered about how you feel and what you are going through, or what you want, or what are your views about things. So that is how it is with these narcissistic husbands. They are real pain in the A. The next sign of a narcissistic husband is that these narcissistic husbands are not interested in listening to their wives, the challenges, the emotional ups and downs, whatever she is going through, whatever she is facing. They are not interested. The wife is there to do all the work and everything, have sex, produce kids, do the household work, take care of the parents if the narcissistic husband's parents are there, and that's it. She's just like a servant in the house, yeah, servant who can provide sex, children, and everything. Apart from that, there is no healthy discussion. There is long list of do's and don'ts that she has to keep on ticking, that I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I have failed to do this, and that's how it is. And then the narcissistic husband sits and assesses, and then grades the wife that, oh, you should do better. That's not how things are. So there is no deep conversation. There is no deep conversation because this narcissistic husband is so self-absorbed, self-centered, that it's all about him. The other person is there to serve him. He feels entitled, and when he is in the role of a husband, he is earning, he is making money. He is the one who will do anything and everything. And his emotions matter, his experience, views matter. Then the wife, who is just serving and doing things. They see everyone else as a liability. They don't see them as someone who's a part of their life. They see them as a liability, and they calculate what they can get out of them. Yeah, so these narcissistic husbands might be very calculative also. About what their wife eats, what their wife spends on. They are big time into financial abuse. They control, how much they give their wife. They tell them that this is what we afford. You have to do things in this, and this is how it is. So there is a lot of abuse and manipulation in general when you are with narcissists, whether it's parent or whether you have a narcissistic husband or wife, whatever. The next sign of a narcissistic husband is that these narcissistic husbands, they downplay the contribution of the wife. They don't talk about it, though they don't address to it. All what they keep on bragging and keep on repeating is the money that they bring. They never appreciate and respect the wife's effort in raising the kids, doing the dishes, maintaining the household. No. Imagine the amount of money he would have had spent if she wouldn't have had taken care of the other household work. A lot. Yeah, he wouldn't have had been able to save and have that quality of life. Every money would have been spent in taking care of other things. Yeah, so they really don't care. They really don't appreciate the wife's effort, the dedication and effort that she puts in raising the kids, in taking care of his parents if there is, and taking care of the household. He doesn't care. All what he keeps on saying is, see how much I have earned, see what I have given to you. What do you do? Just sit in the house and eat? What is your contribution? Zero? That is how these narcissists are. They just don't care, and they are not interested, and they don't see what you do or what you go through. All what they are concerned about themselves. They have brought money. That's a big thing. The way how you're managing things, oh, you're sitting in the house doing nothing. You're just cooking foods. I'm bringing food. That's why you're just cooking food, assembling it and putting it on the table. What's big? That's how it is. It's very painful. It's very painful for the wives. They feel devastated. They feel alone. They feel horrible in general. And the last sign of narcissistic husband is that they see their wife as a person dedicated to support him for life. They don't see it anything more or anything less. They see that she's been there to keep on supporting him. That's it. She can never say no, but he can say no. He can, treat her miserably. That's okay. But she has to go on supporting. She can't say no. She can't take break. She can't be herself. She can't do things what she wants. She's just a support system, a person to support him. And she has to be there all the time. So that is how, toxic these relationships are with narcissistic husbands. It's absolutely, painful. And these days, of course, divorce rates are increasing because people really can't tolerate it. Yeah, everyone knows their ability, and there are lots of, job options, and there are a lot of things that they can do. So they choose to be alone, maybe have a little less, but at least be peaceful, rather than being with someone in a relationship and being constantly gaslighted, invalidated, minimized. So that is the reason women are leaving such toxic abusive relationships, and that is the reason divorce cases are increasing, because of such, toxic husbands, narcissistic husbands. And that's absolutely fine. You can try and draw a boundary. If it works out, it's okay, but eventually in the end you have to, go no contact. You will have to leave. If you can try the gray rock, if it works out, it's fine, but eventually you'll have to, take the difficult call, and stand up for what is right for you and stand up for yourself. So that was it, all about narcissistic husbands. In case if I have missed in something, feel free to comment below, and please like, share, subscribe the channel, and say no to abuse, say no to toxicity, and try and stay away from narcissists. Bye.